E.T. for the Atari 2600 is undoubtedly one of the most infamous games in video game history. Based on the mega hit movie from Steven Spielberg, E.T. for the 2600 was released in 1982 with serious hype surrounding it. And the game is often referred to as the worst video game of all time and one of the biggest commercial failures in video game history. That part, there is no debate. The fact that there were over 4 million cartridges made and only about 1 million sold, a large portion of which were returned to video game stores by outraged fans. And it without a doubt was a major contributor to the video game crash of 1983. Everybody knows about how hundreds of thousands of ET cartridges, among various other Atari 2600 flops like Pac-Man, were taken to Alamogordo, New Mexico and buried out in the desert somewhere. That leads to the question, is it the worst video game of all time? And honestly, I don't think that it is. I mean, the game designer was dealt an unrealistic hand due to the box office success of the movie and Atari paying a ton of money to get the licensing right. They desperately wanted to get this game out before Christmas of 1982. They gave the developing team 5 weeks to complete the game. Now, is the game confusing and hard? Absolutely it is. But I've learned throughout time that if you have the manual of the game, it's not as hard as you remember it being. Now, I was one of those kids in the 80s that had no clue how to play this game. We used to just run around ET trying to build parts of the phone so you can phone home, and we never made it to the end, which that is the objective of the game. You take ET around the forest and the town, and you try to find pieces so he can build his phone and return home. Well, all these little symbols on the very top of the screen all mean something very specific, which can be activated by pressing the button. And yes, you're harassed by FBI agents and scientists, and you're always falling down these stupid pits, which becomes extremely annoying, and it drains your life trying to get up out of them. You can collect Reese's Pieces pieces all over the map, and you can summon Elliot to try to help you out. I will say, for the time, this game was actually very innovative. Had they had more time than 5 weeks, I think they would have really done well with this game, because there's homebrew versions of this out there using the same exact hardware that have put together a much more complete game. That's kind of what this game felt like. It felt rushed and it felt incomplete, but to say it was the worst of all time, I don't think that's really being fair to it. Is it great? Absolutely not. But it's not the worst of all time. So let me know in the comments, do you think it's the worst video game of all time? And if you don't, what do you think is?